All right, looks like we're live.
All right, thank you so much. Well, good evening, everyone. The hour of 7 o'clock having arrived on this 1st of June in 2021, I will now call to order the City of Racine Common Council. The first item of business is the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. If everyone could please stand and face the east and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, liberty and for all. Tate. Can people hear me?
Mayor,
Yes,
you
but I
are
have no
You're
video.
fading in and out.
Again.
Okay.
cutting in and out.
President Tate, did we have any, were you informed of any absences for this evening's meeting?
I received no absence requests.
Okay, thank you very much. Then we will begin. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the Journal of Council Proceedings, otherwise known as the minutes, for the May 18th, 2021 meeting. Is there a motion to approve said minutes? I see a hand from Alder Coe. Is there a second? Seconded by Alder Young. Any discussion on the minutes from the 18th of May, 2021? Alder Pete, did you have anything for the minutes?
No, sir. I was just going to approve the motion.
Got it. Okay, if everyone could unmute themselves briefly. All those in favor of approving the May 18th, 2021 minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Thank you very much. Our next item is to move on to public comments. I will turn this piece of it over to the clerk, Clerk Coolidge. Clerk Coolidge, if you could please read our policy on public comments and then inform us on the number of people who are here this evening, and then we will begin public comments. Clerk Coolidge.
The public comment segment is an opportunity for citizens to speak directly to the Common Council. Speakers will limit their remarks to 3 minutes. There shall be no dialogue or interaction between the speaker and elected officials or staff. This time is not intended to be a debate or discussion. The Common Council shall not hear personal complaints or attacks against any city employee or elected official or any matter related to an individual claim, citation, appeal, or lawsuit. Profane, disruptive, threatening, or conduct that otherwise impedes the safe, orderly, and effective conduct of the Common Council meeting is equally unacceptable during the public comment period, as it is during all other portions of city meetings. When a group of people representing one viewpoint wishes to address the council, one person shall be appointed the designated speaker for the group. Candidates for public office may not use this opportunity to campaign for office. Speakers during the public comment period shall follow all rules of the Common Council and rulings of the chair, including a decision to terminate the remarks if the speaker does not adhere to these rules. Public comment shall be limited to ideas or concerns regarding the city of Racine. There will be 3 speakers this evening. The first one is going to be Teresa Padilla. Mayor, if you can give me 1 second to share my screen as well as bump her up, then we'll be ready to go.
Great.
Actually, I don't see a Teresa Padilla. If you can give me 1 second, I see a Teresa or Therese, but I don't believe this is the correct person. If you can give me 1 second just to ask. Hello, Therese, can you hear me?
Yes, this
Hi,
is
are you
Therese
here for the-
Cairo.
That's what I thought. I was just
Yeah.
double checking. All right, I'm gonna leave you up here and give me 1 minute to find the right Therese.
Oh,
Other looks. All right, Therese, you are my next speaker anyway. If you can give me 1 second just to bring up the timer and then I'll let you go, okay?
okay, thank you.
Okay, Therese, can you see my screen?
I can.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. You have 3 minutes.
Okay. Hi, good evening, members of the Common Council. I just wanted to take a few minutes this evening to introduce myself. I am Therese Rose, President and CEO of Legacy Redevelopment. Legacy Redevelopment is located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We are a CDFI, a Community Development Financial Institution. And I'm coming to you this evening because later on your agenda, you will see an application that we submitted for your CDBG for micro enterprise businesses in the city of Racine. Legacy Redevelopment has been around since 2003, and we work with small businesses. We are an urban strategic lending institution. We work with our loan clients on technical assistance and with financing, and to try to help them to be able to become bankable. We wanted to come to the city of Racine because we feel like we have something great that we can offer there to your small businesses. I had an opportunity to come and tour Racine about a week ago and to take a look at the city and all the areas I feel like Legacy Redevelopment will be able to assist in. Even prior to my touring of the city, I worked with Mayor Mason at the launch of the Smart Cities, and also worked with Mayor Mason and a colleague on the Opportunity Zone that was started in Racine as well. So Legacy Redevelopment, the name may be familiar to some of you. I just wanted to take this time to say thank you for the consideration, and we are truly looking forward to helping small businesses in Racine.
Thank you very much. Tara, the next member of the public wishing to speak.
All right, the next speaker is going to be Heather Lux. Heather, you should be promoted to panelist. Can you hear us now?
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can. Okay.
Wonderful. Gotta love technology here.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and get you started on your 3 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Heather, you may proceed.
Sorry, I didn't see this. Okay, so we're here tonight, and I am here to speak on behalf of WWIC, and really thank you for the opportunity to do so. The City of Racine and CDBG Committee have made the recommendation to not support WWIC, and I'm really here to ask you to reconsider that recommendation. At WWIC, we take pride in serving our mission. We have a diverse staff that mirrors the communities we serve, and we are in the community with offices located on Main Street in downtown Racine. For over 30 years, WWIC has focused on education, one-on-one coaching, and micro-lending for underserved populations, women, people of color, lower wealth individuals, and most recently adding our Veterans Business Outreach Center. We focus on those interested in exploring, starting, growing, and pivoting a business. I want to share a little bit of statistics with you from our impact of 2020. Please remember that every number that we share represents a person. So we've served over 361 people in Racine, 41% African-American, 19% Hispanic or Latino, 36% women, and 60% between low income and extremely low income. We provided 10 loans to Racine business owners totaling $322,682. 90% of those were to women, 40% to minorities, and 40% to lower wealth individuals. We provided over 120 webinars, including our Start, Run, Grow business plan series, of which 10 low-income City of Racine residents received full scholarships. We also provided 24/7 access to our education portal for free. All of our resources are available in both English and Spanish. We have consistently leveraged dollars directly back to Racine on a greater than 1-to-1 ratio. Some examples in 2020 through WEDC, 2020 grants, PPP forgivable loans that WWIC provided, our growth accelerator, and additional funding. We provided forgivable loans and grants of $408,000 $26,706 that went directly to City of Racine business owners. We also were able to expand our staff by adding a coach, an advisor, and an additional bilingual outreach and support specialist through CARES Act dollars that we received. For this round, it was new and different, and we had numerous conversations with the City of Racine staff. We thought we had laid out what was in line with those conversations, a correct proposal. We planned and were ready to submit on the original date, and then heard that the date of submission was extended. We were contacted on May 17th and informed that we had made an error on the number of loans we provided under the RLF, not on history, not on performance, not on having offices, a skilled and dedicated team in Racine, and a full arsenal of resources to support both startup and existing business owners. We truly have all the pieces in place to support business owners and set them up for success. I close by thanking you for your past support, by allowing me to present tonight, and to ask you for your continued support of WIBIC.
Mayor, our last speaker was Teresa Padilla that we had skipped over before. I still do not see her in the attendees list.
Mayor, you're muted.
Thank you, Alder Tate, for the reminder. I don't know if anybody else who's an alder knows of Teresa Padilla or who that person might be. And we don't have her in the queue. She did register to speak ahead of time. Unless anyone can tell me otherwise, we will move beyond the public comments and move on to proclamations.
Mayor Mason, I do know who she is, but I wasn't even aware that she was planning on speaking. She is in District 2.
Okay. Well, without knowing specifically what she wanted to testify on, I hope it's not a technical difficulty that overcame her ability. Please let her know that she's welcome to communicate with us via email between now and the next council meeting, and would be welcome to speak at our next council meeting as well, which we hope will be in person. Moving on now to the proclamations. We do have 3 proclamations that I want to acknowledge that are very important. This is our only meeting for council in the month of June, and so we have 3 of them for this evening that I wanted to speak to. The first of which is the proclamation regarding Immigrant Heritage Month, and I'll read these to you now. We do proclaim that the first day of June marks the beginning of Immigrant Heritage Month, which is a month aimed to recognize and commemorate immigrants of the United States of all races and ethnicities. And since its establishment in June 2014, Immigrant Heritage Month has given people across the United States an opportunity to explore and take pride in their heritage. Whereas all people in the United States know someone with an immigration experience or have one of their own, whereas immigrants make up the majority of the population of the United States, and it is vital to recognize the monumental contributions that immigrants have made and continue to make today. Whereas through the celebration of Immigrant Heritage Month, we come together to explore the powerful and necessary ways that diversity betters our communities and society. Now therefore be it resolved that we declare June of 2021 Immigrant Heritage Month. The next item that I have, and I want to thank alders who suggested this proclamation. This is Gun Violence Awareness Month, whereas June 4th marks National Gun Violence Awareness Day in the United States of America. Whereas on June 29th, 2013, a 15-year-old student in Chicago was killed in a park during a shooting. And since then, National Gun Violence Awareness Day was inspired and organized by her friends and in memory of her death. Since this incident, thousands of others have fallen victim to gun violence, further proving that gun violence is an epidemic that continually plagues communities throughout the US. The rates of gun violence, whether referring to crimes committed with a gun, deaths, willful, malicious, or accidental, suicides, injuries, mass shootings, and unintentional shootings continue to rise on an annual basis. The gun-related deaths in 2021 are already up 20% from the numbers observed in 2020. We consistently observe minority communities and people of color being disproportionately affected by gun violence yearly. Protecting public safety in the city of Racine and surrounding communities is of the utmost importance. That is our responsibility as a community to spread awareness for gun violence. That on June 4th, 2021, the color orange is encouraged to be worn to spread awareness for and to honor the victims of gun violence. Now, therefore, we will declare the 4th of June, 2021, Gun Violence Awareness Day. And last, certainly not least, is the Declaration of Pride Month, Whereas the principle of universality of human rights as enshrined in the United Nations Declaration proclaims that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. And whereas the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer LGBTQ communities of the city of Racine are an integral part of the vibrant culture and climate of our city, whereas the diverse LGBTQ community continues to contribute to widespread academic, economic, artistic, and social spheres within and around our community. Whereas the month of June was designated Pride Month to commemorate the Stonewall riots, which occurred in June of 1969 and are generally recognized as the catalyst of the LGBTQ rights movement. Whereas the city of Racine remains committed to protecting the civil rights of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender communities, as the power and purpose of this iconic event proves vital in our unified effort to forge a more open and just society. That the city of Racine, active and involved LGBTQ communities make an indelible impact upon the quality of life in Racine, and Pride Month serves as a call for a collective consciousness to persist in the fight to eradicate prejudice and discrimination everywhere. Now, therefore, we do proclaim June of 2021 Pride Month. Thank you very much, everyone. We will now move on to committee reports. And the first item we have before us is actually intended to be in closed session. It is intended that the Common Council will convene in closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute section 1985 sub 1 sub D to consider strategy for crime detection or prevention. So what we have before us is item 0452-21, a communication sponsored by Alder Taft on behalf of Chief Robinson, requesting a closed session conference pursuant to section 1985 sub 1 sub D of the statutes to consider strategy for crime detection or prevention. This does require a roll call vote. At this time, I would entertain a motion to go into closed session.
Down to closed session.
Second.
The motion to go into closed session from Alder Tate II, a second from, I thought I heard Alder Pete. Is that correct?
You did.
Okay, great. Alder Pete, if you could put your camera on so we can see you when.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That would be helpful. Thank you so much. This does require a roll call vote, and this is again a vote on going into closed session. When the clerk calls your name, please unmute yourself and vote as you wish. Clerk Kulich, please call the roll.
Tonight starts with Alder Caprillion,
Aye.
Alder Coe,
Aye.
Alder Jones,
Aye.
Alder Tate,
Aye.
Alder Santiago,
Aye.
Alder Peterson,
Aye.
Alder Horton, Alder Horton, Alder West,
Aye.
Alder Young,
Aye.
Alder Pete,
Aye.
Alder Rouse,
Aye.
Alder Perez,
Aye.
Alder Taft,
Aye.
Alder Mikma,
Aye.
Alder Lemke.
Aye.
That's 14 ayes.
All right, we seem to have lost Alder Horton. I thought we had him earlier. Okay, we are now in closed session. Annie, if you could please pause the recording